not part of my Liberia. Violence leads to property damage, injury, or even death, as we are seeing recent months in several parts of Liberia, including Morocco. Talk to people in your community about violence. Stand up against mob justice. Be a community hero. Liberia is all that we have. We must all unite to uphold the rule of law. Thanks for listening. This is Old Man Sam Simon.
We want peace in Liberia, peace in Monrovia. We want peace in Liberia.
Folks, many thanks for rejoining us. And so let me leave the shores of Liberia and welcome our brother there in Staten Island, New York, Solomon Barker Reeves. Solomon, good evening and welcome to the Spain.
Good evening, Wendell. Thank you for having me. It is my pleasure being with you tonight with Nighttime Spain, talking to our wonderful people of Liberia, via True FM and Radio LRB. Thanks a lot for having me, and good evening to all of you guys on Radio Land.
Thank you very much, Solomon Barker Reeves. And it's good having you on the show. It's good being with you tonight to discuss Liberia. So you care to tell us how's everything there with you, and how's the weather in the states where you are?
Well, everything is fine. The weather is better. We sometimes we love more snow, but in New York City, we have not had enough snow um, like before. Even though it's cold here and there, uh, today was in the 40s, probably 47, 48 degree, which is not bad at all. But the weather is fine. Unlike other areas that really never used to experience snow, they're
Hmm.
having heavy snow like in southern, I mean, Northern California and some other areas. Usually in California, they don't experience snow like the way other states do. But they got more snow than even New York City this year.
That's good.
But we expecting maybe an inch or two uh, tonight or tomorrow.
Okay.
Yep.
That sounds good. That sounds good. So it's good. It's good. But anyway, we're here, and so let's get into our talking points. You've been following the country, and I'm quite sure you are all on the social media today and following happenings in our country. What are some of the news that you got attracted to uh, from the social media?
Well, one of the things that I saw was the our students at the university. Some of their involvement in trying to bully government officials or private citizens, and the stand that the student government at the university they took um, to disown or not to cooperate with some of the things that the other students are doing, to condemn those things. I think there was some of the stuff that worth attention, because usually the students in Liberia from time immemorial, especially at the University of Liberia, they have the history of you know um, stirring up some um, instabilities, especially when it comes to protesting for whatever reasons.
Hmm.
But for the very soup who has always been heading such thing to come forward to condemn other students who did such, I think it was something that worth commenting on. The other stuff was the the statement of the former Chief Justice regarding uh, the incident that happened uh, in our home.
Mhm.
So those are some of the things that I pay attention to. Maybe there were some other stuff I did not catch because I don't watch all of the social media pages in the country. Some of them I sometimes I don't pay attention to. Uh, so that's it. But my partner probably be able to throw more lights on that.
Okay. Thank you very much. So let me just leave you there and then also in Solomon Tunis. Tunis, good evening to you and welcome.
Good evening, Wendell. Good evening, my brothers Solomon. Good evening, Mama Liberia. Salam alaikum to my brothers and sisters, my Muslim brothers and sisters. This is your good friend Suleiman Hashim Tunis coming to you live from Radio LIB, Liberia's #1 online radio station here on Staten Island, New York. Stay put. The show is already in progress, so no need to introduce myself. You know the old voice. Tunis, Suleiman from Galley Street. On Friday, I changed to chicken soup. How you guys been doing, man? How you doing, Wendell?
I'm good, dude. I'm good. I'm okay, bro. And you? How are you?
Thank God we've been doing fine. Solomon, how you been doing? I mean, we know we are, even though we are here, the people know that we almost like Wendell. We hardly see each other.
I'm doing fine actually. I came from work and I pick up the girl from school. They have half day today, and then I went to sleep. I just woke up. Actually, I got here late.
It's okay. Myself, I got here a little early. I was here before, but my system was giving problems, so I have to
Yeah,
just make
I
some.
saw you when you came in and then later on went off. I was
Yeah, I
concerned.
couldn't hear you, and it was from my end because my setting was not good. Let me come
Oh,
to Mr. Dakpannah. Mr. Dakpannah, all the way California. How are you?
Well, I'm doing good. I want to say hats up to you and Mr. Salama. And I want to say good evening to Mr. Wendell Nimla and the peace loving people of Liberia. It's good being on the night time Spain.
good evening to you, Dakpannah. What's up, my brother?
Well, we can't complain.
I
You
mean,
know,
every time people complaining about your air conditioning in your studio there,
No, I
you
don't think they have AC today. Look at Wendell. I don't think they have AC
yeah,
today.
I mean, we never can withstand nothing, man.
no,
Wait.
man. It's been humid today. The weather was very very hot, and I had to come and just release everything from on me and just enjoy this AC.
I know.
So I
I
feel the
understand.
AC is just yeah, my man. The sun had me. I was dehydrated. To be frank with you,
Oh
I
wow.
took in a lot of fluid. Yeah, I took in a lot of fluid today. The sun was really really hot.
Thank God. Thank God you survive it. Thank God.
Hmm.
There are people who they got hot fan blowing on them, my man.
I'm
When they
telling
I
come,
you.
know. That's
some
true.
people don't even have that hot fan.
Hmm.
Life is not easy. But anyway, we thank God for the goodness God is doing for each one of us. We thank you, God. Please,
You
please.
know, and to be frank with you, some people don't even have fan. They don't even have air conditioner. But I mean, they are located or situated where they enjoy the natural breeze. Most especially people that live around the beaches. You don't need fan though. You don't need air conditioner. You just open up your window and then that natural breeze just flowing.
That's so true. But don't forget now, they mustn't get used to you before burglar come in there and finish you.
But some of the window bars they have there is not easy though.
Yeah, though.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're
Mm-hmm.
right. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
You
I
know,
know my friend had a house not too far from Mr. Snow's place. Usually when I go, sometimes I stay over there. Right? But yeah, there be a beach. They just
Mm-hmm.
completed a new hotel, so in
Yeah.
case any of you guys want to go to Liberia and you want a decent place to stay, that would be one of the places too. Very, very nice.
Hey, just pay for the advertisement, then we'll do everything here.
That's exactly what I'm about to say.
Because
Nothing is
what you
free.
own right now
Oh, okay.
is promotional. Mhm.
Nothing is free, my man. You call your hotel name here, that money now, money, but over there, that
Mhm.
money people want. So you need our advertisement. Come here. We will do the best of the best for you.
Oh
If you
yes,
have
that's
that time.
true.
Okay.
So let people
And
know.
and
Call
Wendell
that.
is very, very good. Wendell has a different voice when he do advertisement. Uh,
Exactly.
yeah, that is. I mean, wow, this is Wendell. Wow, it sounds real good about some kind of oil company, and things like that.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
Even
I know.
the store right there, the how you call it, the variety store with goods, anything you want for party and all of that. One in on
Yeah.
Gallery Street, the other
The
one
Exodus.
over
That's the Exodus Best Friend
Exodus.
store. Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
yeah.
So my man, Dakpannah, what's California look like today, man? I know you're 3 hours behind us and you 8 hours behind Liberia. What the weather look like there over there today?
Well, the weather is cool, very enjoyable. I was out enjoying the cool breeze, and yeah, it's not cold anymore. I hope that it continue this way. But the weather is cool, atmosphere is fine. Yeah,
That,
Next week that we're getting into spring.
yeah.
so,
Next
Dakpana,
week.
which area in California would they have the heavy snow? Was it
Yeah,
in
I think
Northern California?
not a mountain
That's enough. The
Okay,
nothing. I'm in the soft.
okay.
yeah, that way that's not around Los Angeles or all those other areas then that way
No,
in the
yeah, yeah, the mountainous era. Soft,
mountain.
the north.
So you're in South California, Southern California?
Yes, yes,
Oh,
Southern California, in Orange County.
oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
But
Where I live, where I live,
Yeah,
no Liberian here. I'm the only
yeah.
Liberian.
I know.
So why you
that's the
chose
thing.
why you chose to live in a area that you don't have a single Liberian?
Well, because the people who brought me here, they were they live.
Oh,
Oh,
okay, I see.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
In Orange County, there are few, but you don't really find there are no Mary what is his former the one who said equipment like Opon and things like that. They used to be joking. John
You
Ben,
mean John Bear, right?
yeah, one of his sons,
Okay.
and his wife they live in Orange there.
Orange County. Okay.
Hmm.
but when
Is
I
you
it
in
haven't,
is
I,
it
I
is
haven't
is
come across no one. Yeah.
No,
Solomon
it's very, very yep.
is he still alive? Old man Bear, is he still alive?
I don't know. I have to ask the daughter-in-law.
Okay.
Um, every now and then I talk to the daughter-in-law, but
Okay.
yeah, we'll find out.
are you far from Oakland? That's where the Liberian people are.
Oh, very far. Yeah,
Yeah, Oakland is
far away.
maybe it's 6 hours or so.
Yeah, Oakland, Sacramento, San Francisco are far from them.
Yeah,
Liberians
but
plenty in the areas.
Oakland is where the Liberians are a little bit too many there in Oakland.
Yeah.
And
I
Where
know
were you
Liberians.
where were you
from Orange County, is Monrovia in Orange County or in Los
Eh,
Angeles County?
yeah, Moravia in Los Angeles County.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been
Mm.
there before. They took me
Oh,
there before.
oh yes.
Yeah, they took me there before.
We have few Liberians there, and then of
Oh,
course
okay.
I was in Pasadena.
Pasadena? That's a Christian area, right?
Yes. Well, it
Yeah,
used to be.
the
They have so
religious
most of those religious places to
exactly.
Hindus and things that I have. Even
Las Vegas.
J. Vernon McGee, where he used to have his place, man. Dada McGee on EW, we used to listen. All those places, man. They're not functioning like before. I think they even sold the place in Pasadena
One program used to be on ERW radio station I used to like. They call
on
it on.
Shackle.
On
Yes.
Shadow. Yeah.
On Chacos.
I
Yeah,
listen to it once in a while from Moody
it's
from
it's
Chicago.
still on EW on Shackles.
Yeah, those days they used to have some nice stories.
Hmm.
Under Pacific Guardian Mission.
Yes.
Exactly, exactly. The specific guy
I,
mentioned.
I
Yeah,
wanted to pay and say I would visit when I come to America, but I'm going to do that.
that play was
Yeah.
just meant for people who had bad people. They were there to
Yeah,
transform
yes, yeah. I said I'm
them.
going to visit that place, You got always to follow them while coming up.
Yep.
I didn't hear you guys on the print news today. I know yesterday was a holiday, but today,
Yeah, I messaged my guys that I had to, some personal engagement. So Esther didn't show up, so nobody was here to proxy for me. You know,
uh,
but my guys were informed. I told them that,
Yeah, yeah, we were.
hmm
And then after that, a guy who came on, I think it was Tuesday night. I think he was playing some music. I mean, reading the news, but I don't know whether it was after the print news. So
Tuesday night we couldn't get on because there was a guy who proxied for Steve. The guy, I think he was me on the keyboard. We could hear him loud and clear, but he couldn't hear, or he fight over it every which way he couldn't. So we just went there and let's cancel the show.
yeah, I was following the way. I called him to guide him, but he still couldn't.
Yeah, he was new on the keyboard, so we said, my man, I
Mm-hmm.
beg you, man, go, don't worry yourself. He tried his best, though. He tried
Yeah,
every which
but
I was scared to
what's
just.
about me, Tunis? Since my TV got on standby mode, I can't get it out. It's just there.
way. He's still on that standby move.
I don't know how to do it. I unplug it. I did whatever I could. So that's why I said forget it.
You got to keep playing. You got to keep playing with the remote.
So how your daughter watching TV? The one
Well,
in the room.
we have two in the room, so she can watch the
Okay.
she watch her own, and then I watch the other one.
All right, somebody watching just messaged and said John Ben dead 7 years ago.
Oh
One Kude
wow.
Williams, yeah, Kude Williams is watching, and she just confirmed that he's been dead for more than 7 years now.
Yes, it's
Say
true.
thank you to her for us. Thank you for that information.
Thank you, Kude. Thank you for the information.
And where's school like
John Bed,
messaging us from Liberia or from the
No,
California
she's in the
area?
states. She's in the states.
Yeah, the names sound familiar. Probably in
I think
California.
John Bed used to live around that Lapasi area one time, right?
hmm
John Bed was one of those who was supporting IE, who were taking care of IE back in the
Yeah,
day.
you were minister with our
Was this one?
portfolio.
Okay, we're from
Yes,
yeah.
I remember that.
hmm
He used to have a home around the Lapasi area where they built a Matadi,
Mm.
that old Matadi, where when Doe came to power, they had an unfinished estate at the Matadi.
Yeah.
Used to live around there.
Now, where most of the crime guys were living.
Yes, when they first took over, that's the first place
hmm
they took
hmm
before anywhere else. Even Doe was living there briefly. He lived there briefly
Yeah. Yeah.
before moving somewhere else. That was the only estate that was with upstairs houses.
hmm
Hmm.
Oh wow.
But anyway, we are here today again. Yes, we are the people who give you anything you hear from us here is authentic. We don't give you fake news. We do not give you news to satisfy you or challenge the government like other platforms does. That's not what we are here for. We give you anything we give you, whether it's religion or a religious a topic or anything, historian or whatever about the government. You go anywhere, it will be the same. So that's how authentic we are from the nighttime spin. We know this time you sleep, you're in your bed after finishing your homework, you're looking for a station to entertain you. And we're so happy you choose our station. So this is the reason why we are very mindful of what we give you. So when daybreak tomorrow, you go out there, You in a conversation, say I heard from nighttime spin, you will be correct. All right. That's one thing. Jump there. We got people who are all over. Our correspondent are all over.
Oh
and,
yeah.
Yeah.
when we don't know anything, they flash it to us. Say, hey, this thing happened about a couple of years back. All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, stay put and listen. Let's go back to our brother Wendell. What you got for her today, man? Because we always want you on the ground, and you probably got something more interesting to discuss than what we got.
Yeah, too many interesting thing relative to the growth of Liberia. Solomon and I, we were in discussion before you guys join us. I was trying to question about some of the news he follow on the social media today in Liberia. And then something that he said is very interesting to talk about was the attitude of students, at the highest learning institution, the University of Liberia, for all of the time, chasing out people that go there to do business. Uh, he was in flight before you guys came in. And today there was also news from some political opposition political parties saying that they just don't welcome the results from the census.
Oh yes.
Hmm.
But do they have anyone that can do the job better than the people who that the government choose to take care of their census? Do they have anyone to replace and to do better job than them?
I wish
You
one of their spokesperson could answer that question.
know, one thing about our Liberian people, every one of us we are specialized in our own whatever we can do best, and this is what makes us unique in Liberia. I just don't like when other people sitting somewhere which are not even professional of what they're doing and criticizing other people who are doing their best to run the country. To do census is not an easy thing. You have capable people doing it, and someone have to do it. But you sitting in some corner just for people to hear what you want to say and criticizing them. Do you have anyone to do it better than them? And what make you think that what you got, those that you got, that they are better than them? That's a shameful statement. And come to the student to the highest learning in Liberia, we will condemn it at any form, which they what their behaviors is disgruntled. They're behaving like dogs. They're not behaving like students. I'm so sorry. The president cannot take back the tuitions, free tuition in their in his university because it will affect many other good students. But the student authority, the university authority need to step up their game, or the government need to change the entire staffs in a university because they are allowing things happening can end up being a big chaos in that place, and it will blame the government.
Hmm.
You know, they need to step up their game and take a strong step against those disgruntled students. And there's only a few of them. Only a few of them. No matter you don't like somebody, you can't keep running, yelling at government officials, hitting on their cars, and that and that. If all of you guys in our school, going to school, you doing this so that you can work for the government and at least make Liberia better. The people who are in power today, all of them will be gone and you will replace them. Do you want the same behavior? Will you like it? So I stop here and let's see what Dakpannah will say about it.
Well, I think this is something I have spoken to on my platform and other platforms online, and this is so sad that students will take upon themselves and get involved with it with an act of lawlessness. This is totally unacceptable. We cannot have students who supposed to be very decent, unique in the society, try to do everything within their power to build their capacity to be getting involved in out of gangsterism or acting like hooligans. What makes them think that they own rights to the university campus? This is not this is getting unbecoming. They did it until the extent that they respected the vice president. Let's forget about the other people, but the number two person in the country, they did respect her the last time, and they're doing it as a habit, going after people only because of disagreement. How will you accuse somebody of being rogues or criminals if they are not prosecuted, if they are not found guilty? So I think that those guys they are being used by politicians. That's the reason why they are doing all of those things, and they go around and brag about it. Sue in case, sue in case they go and attack a government official, and that government official decide to retaliate, call the police in, and they are brutalized. What would they say? And I see most people celebrating them. Those guys in the opposition in the community, those veterans of UL who are in the opposition community, they are celebrating them. They are hailing them. But the last time when the CDC COP came up and allegedly brutalized one of the SUP members, we all were condemning it. We criticized the CDC COP. President we even came out and spoke. He even denounced the CDC COP for their action.
Mhm.
So why would we be sitting there and encouraging this kind of thing, Mr. Nime? I understand that the last guy that did it to Lasha Howe, he was injured. He was injured.
Mhm.
And I see on Facebook that he's on ongoing medication. So this is wrong. We should not condone it. The faculty spoke. I don't know why the UL administration is not speaking to this. But Dr. Julia Sawolo Nelson need to take a strong action. Investigation needs to be conducted, and those who be perpetrator need to be brought to book and be prosecuted. In case Serena Silva is a teacher, Mr. Nime, in case Serena Silva is a teacher on our campus, they chased him all the last time. In case Alassane is a student, so he does not have the right to go to school only because he works in the government, and only because they don't like the government, so they should chase people who believe in the government. That's wrong.
And you are right, because even President Doe, late President Doe, one time while he was president, he was still a student at that university.
Yeah,
Yeah, so he was a law student, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah, yeah, Tina, yeah.
So these are things that every Liberian need to condemn it, and the faculty of the University of Liberia need to stand up and expel these kids to teach the rest of them the lesson. If they are there to learn, they should learn, not there to disrespect government officials or even disrespect each other. That's a no to the country. And I think the student, they need to forget about the student and deal with the faculty. Believe me, because they are the one doing these things. They are the one responsible to discipline these students, and they keep going on. Now, if anyone else retaliates, take a car like that. If I was driving, people all I ran. If I run through you or anybody get injured or get killed, they ain't going to look at those students, and they are all grown men. They are not little
Mhm.
kids like you say, junior high student or elementary student. They are grown men. Some of them are kids.
Definitely. Yes,
Sorry. All
yes.
right. Suppose I get in my car, I see that they're attacking me, and then I run through them. What's going to happen?
And Mr. Tunis, this one that happened the last time is very disastrous because they were stoning the car,
Yes.
stoning a lot of
Right.
our cars, stoning it.
Right. That's very bad. I mean, the government, the staffs of the university need to start taking steps now as we talk. I mean, even if it was opposition, let's agree, or unity party was in government, I would still say this. This is now called for from the student. I'm so sorry for the good students out there. The president already opened the door for free education for them, free
Yeah.
tuition, But this, since it's like this and the president cannot take it back, the faculties, the teachers, they need to start taking steps, start expel most of these boys or give them a strong punishment. You
But
know,
even
if
Tunis,
you, let me just finish quick. If you listen, the same things happen during the time of Doe. The soldier ran those students and they disrespected them. Some of them got killed. Some of them went through that hole, that Jakarta area there. Many students got injured those days. When one of
It
the,
happened to that time.
okay,
Mm-hmm.
all right, go ahead, Solomon.
yes, exactly. That's what I was heading to. One of the points there. I don't think it is because of the free tuition or how nice this government has been to them. We have a tendency that when government gave you the green light to have some sort of student organization as a student leader, we go outside of a parameter to function like a full-fledged political party in the school. I remember when I was in Gobley School in we district. uh,
Mm-hmm.
my party was the Student Progressive Party, and of course we won election, and we have to function even though as a government, but we're functioning in the confine of the school dictates. So you can do anything. When I graduated from there, and when we went to Liberia Christian High School, we're having same student government, but because the way student governments across the country were behaving, especially at the University of Liberia, so the government has to step in to 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 um, to dissolve student government in the various schools, and then it went as far as even putting in place the degree 88A, because students at the university, they were using that as a full grown political party, and some of the professors, we had different ideology that were teaching these young people. They were pushing them in the forefront to do this to the government, and then they would say they are students. So they were hiding honor the shield of being a student. So if this is creating problem in the country, then we have to follow suit with other countries where they don't have a student government in the various colleges. When I was attending a college, a Pasadena City College, we didn't have a student government per se to say what is a political party to have the student government and what have you. Most of the universities that you see here, they don't have political party or student leader like the one we have in Liberia. So anytime our people are given a chance so that they can start practicing something for them to get used to it, they take that other proportion. When they brought about a multi-party system, Liberia, we have more than 15 countries. I mean, more than 15 political parties, and we have 15 countries. So, because they heard about multi-party system, they abuse that, and this is something that going. Now they know that the peace in Liberia is fragile. Again, when President Salif was there, it was a little bit better because we have the foreign troops helping with the national troops over there. Now they withdrew all of the troops, so they know that the government is vulnerable because we have majority, maybe 50% of the people in the country. They were either involved in rebel activities or so. So if you put a something in place, all of those guys they start destroying, and so that's why this government is being very, very mindful, but they are taking this other hand because the president could have made a decision, but then you look at what would be the repercussion if such decision is made. Because these people, they're not going to go to people that have that are well prepared to stop them. They might want to go to the poor marketeers to rob them, to steal from them. Then things are escalating. But I think the government need to put a certain thing in place to stop a student government, and in addition to that, to even start militants group in the political parties, because those are all things that can agitate disturbance in the country.
And as I learned that Honorable Gray said that he will be visiting there on Monday because the university is in his district. So I don't know what will become of his visit. I also saw some of them saying that they will invite Honorable Yega Koduba as well. So no, I think it's wrong. They should stop acting like they are the one who owns the university campus, and they are in the minority. So I don't even want to support the decision where we will call on the president to take away the tuition fee because those guys who are doing those
No.
things, they are in the minority.
The thing is that now we have staff who are running things in our university, on our campus. Where are they? What step they taking when these things are going on?
Hmm.
Forget about the entire government, but the responsibility of the staffs. When these children are behaving like this, what they're supposed to do? We only say, okay, when someone said to you, or we wish a president can take that, that's just a side talk. But they have people, just like Freedom FM. Freedom FM has staffs that running it. If anything goes wrong, they're responsible. Where are these people? They will sit down until things go out of hand before you see them. If any school in this world, if any school, even in this country where we are, if children are going disgruntled, the staff step in. Otherwise, if it go out of hand, that's a big problem. And we don't want it to reach to that point. Where is the student, where the university president? We don't hear
Yes,
nothing from
that's
him.
it. Nothing for him. Yes.
And in
All
fact,
right,
yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
go ahead, go ahead.
In fact, when I was listening to LNTV this morning, uh, the student uh, leadership on the campus, they are also calling on the leadership of the administration of the school so that they can get involved and stop some of these things. According to the news, Soup denounced those kind of behaviors of those students that was involved. So I think, as my partner said, the authority of the school, they need to be tough because that's why they put them there for, so that they can curtail some of the things that are becoming very disgraceful to our country. Because all of the time, most of the time, the Liberian university students, they are in this, they bullying somebody, and it was very, very shameful. I followed the way in which they embarrassed the Solicitor General. That time,
Yes.
the guy would go
Hmm.
this way, then the other group would be there. I mean, for me, I don't know what I would
They
have
did
done
a
if.
thing to our vice president.
I just really
Definitely.
heard about that too. I just
Yeah, they
read it
did it.
today.
They
Yeah,
Yeah, they
did
did
it.
it.
They
Oh, they
did it to
did
the
it.
vice president. I saw it.
and
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 they tell the vice president, went there to what? Launch the first time ever agriculture and fishery department to launch it on the UL campus. That's the time they did it to her. Something that will benefit them.
if I was a person doing that, I don't know what my instinct would have. I would have probably ran over some people in fear of my life to get out of the place. I would have done that, and I would be backed by the law for self defense to get away from the mob. It is very, very dangerous for people to do that, and the Liberian people, especially those that we look up to, from the student authority, from the our religious communities, for them to come forward to say, look, don't do this. This is very, very bad. They don't talk about that. It is dangerous for our country.
And
Seriously.
it's very easy to identify those children.
So yeah, the videos are
It's
there.
very easy. Some of them need to be expelled from that campus, from that university. They need to be expelled, not to return. Let it go pay school fee to private university and see how it is, pay school fee to learn and be brighten your future. Okay.
And Mr. Tunis Soup cannot come out now and deny their involvement. Soup is the one that behind it. The leadership of Soup, they are aware of all of those things that are happening as it relates to those students attacking our government officials. I am in chat room with the officials of Soup. They're there when it happened, they're there celebrating it, sharing it, healing those guys. So they cannot come on now and say, oh, we are not aware. They are aware. They are aware. They fully supporting those guys.
So what people like Dara Devon say about this kind of
nothing,
behavior?
nothing,
What would they say? They accept this kind
nothing.
of behavior of our
They are
Liberian
silent.
student? Is
They
this
are
what they
silent.
made? This is what they made a senator like this thing happen with this woman issue. The former chief justice they summoned the police director straight to the thing
Mhm.
just happened. Even 1 week here, immediately they summoned him at the how you call the place at the Senate to question
Yeah.
him. All
Mhm.
right. You think how police work? 1 week somebody got killed immediately. Then you asking the police the director, oh, you didn't see it, you didn't hear somebody from America. Is that how what make the people think they can do everything? Because you're senator now, so you think you can do police work. You their own way, you don't know your function. You don't know the function of senator. 5 days somebody got killed, investigation going on. You summon a police director. For what?
Mr. Tony, not only the police director, but the entire security apparatus, they summon them.
Exactly. What is the reason for that? So they can explain to you how they're going about their investigation. Is that how a civilized people or country can behave?
Only in Liberia.
What kind of people that we're dealing with at the highest level? The people voted you in to come and represent them. So you think we are stupid? We don't know what we're doing. What was the police director being summoned to the Senate for? What reason? What was the benefit to the senators? Case still
And
going
then,
on.
and then Mr. Tony, it reached a point where there were a lot of security information being put out to the public. So the Senate decided to go in executive because of those security issues or discussion, sensitive security matters. They don't got vexed. He walked out. He said it was wrong. Why did you go in executive? But he forgetting that those information are very sensitive to our country. They
Exactly.
cannot be in the public. So they're very arrogant. He's very arrogant.
Some stupid person living in America here saying, oh, that person killed, that person killed. And you were someone president. Oh, you didn't see the thing? You didn't see it on Facebook. Why you didn't call the man? So you didn't know how investigation goes. Soon, suppose somebody get killed and somebody asked it, right? I said, they don't the one that killed. I put it on Facebook, all over Facebook. I said, they don't the one that killed that person. So the police will just run to you and someone you straight because I said it. Who am I?
It's very dangerous.
I'm telling you, how stupid people can be like this. These police then went to reputable colleges in this country to learn their profession. You didn't even finish complete high school, they made you senator. Yeah, because. Most of these people went to good school. John Jay in this place, Cornell, to learn their criminal justice profession.
Mhm.
They're going through it. You, a so-called senator, they even know where you come from with your education. Not even a college is something you got. Yeah, with someone you didn't see the thing on Facebook. Why you didn't call Jefferson? Is that how investigation will go on? Because you're opposition, so you can get do anything. Do things with sense. Let other people benefit out of what you're saying. But that was wrong by you calling the police director with a whole security apparatus to come and sit. You asking stupid questions like you are asking. I'm telling you, these are the people we call them our representative, them or senator, them. Case going on up to today, say we ain't get no here, no thing. You just former justice minister, you interpreting law. Something happen in your house, you get up and run to minister of justice. Is that the minister of justice place, or you supposed to run to the police? What Minister of Justice going to do for you if you get nothing to hide? Why you running to the Justice Minister? Why you didn't run to the police? And they are right in front of you. No, I beg you, man. Look, nobody's stupid in this place. If anybody's stupid, you're the one that's stupid.
But Tunis, this is a whole thing that is getting us to where we are now. Anybody can get us. Well, the team was on social media. Then they talked to that fellow lawmakers. They said, "Oh, that's it." Then I go to plenary. Then I do to then discuss this. Then I discuss that.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't do that. Even when the case is here, sometimes the mayor or the city council head, whoever, they're not going to make any comment. Said, well, this is investigation. So far, our person of interest is this person because the incident happened at the
Mm-hmm.
home. So this is what we're doing. They don't have to go to the chief to say, okay, we'll call you in Congress for you to do this. It is only in Liberia that people do those
I
things,
tell you,
and then we
the
say,
thing is working. They're telling us now that they're working. They're on top of things. Like somebody's stupid. Anybody's
yes,
stupid.
And,
No.
and Mr. Tunis, the last time on the Costa show, somebody threatened the ECOWAS ambassador. She wrote a letter to the Justice Ministry. I haven't heard Dylan condemning. I haven't heard them summoning Costa, calling him for questioning because this
No.
is the ECOWAS ambassador. She is threatened by that statement that was made on Costa show. So you see, they are very selective in their engagement. Very selective.
But that's why I say they think we are stupid, and they are the one that looking stupid to themselves. And we are not making them stupid, but they themselves making themselves stupid.
and Tunis, I mean, the bottom line of the whole thing, most of the stuff that is going on now in the country, the bottom line is they don't have any message that will
Mhm,
resonate with the Liberian people, that will make
mhm,
their candidates to be electable. They don't have that. So everything that they are doing has to agitate the Liberian populace so that there will be some tension for them to say, well, we cannot vote, we can have election in this kind of thing. So it will be good for us to have interim leadership so that President Weah will be out. But it is not working. So every force that they use, or the social media platform that they are using, is not working. And that's why when we come here, we want to make sure that we give the information to our people. The government does not work like that. When a case is under investigation, nobody discuss that case. Not even even if you are one of the jurors, they will ask you um, whether you listen to social media or you have heard anything about this case. If you say you have heard anything about the case and they screen you, and that is the fact, they're going to remove you from that duty. You're not going to do that because
Exactly.
you have been exposed to this case. This thing started. The woman right now, she said that she is incompetent to talk, uh, and other that. And people are asking, but why you violated the norm? Instead of calling the police, you went straight to the justice minister. Why would you do that?
and
And,
why was
and,
discussed?
and you are not even an ordinary person in the country. You are the one at one point, you're the one ahead of interpreting this law. If something happened at your place of residence, why would you run to justice minister and the police right in your nose? Why? What are you going to tell the police, the justice minister? Oh,
She cannot tell us why was discussed. She cannot tell us why they ready discussed.
and you when why you didn't tell this why they don't ask the lady, why didn't they bring the lady in to ask what she went to the justice minister for? Why you have the police there and you
If
have everything on hand to the police? Soon you say, hey, they are there.
if thou in a developed country like here, they would have
Mm.
demanded that the justice minister be excluded, I mean,
Yeah, recuse.
recused
Mm-hmm,
himself from this
mm-hmm,
case, because
mm-hmm,
right now the government that's ought to be the uh, the prosecutor have been
mm-hmm.
compromised
He's
with the with, the-
compromised.
with the
Yes.
person who might be person of interest, or in this case, if that were going to be the defendants that have been compromised
Mm-hmm,
already. So in Liberia, and those guys who sit out here, they say they are lawyers and things. They know the truth of the whole thing. One time, I heard Mr. Gonglo say, "Oh, those three guys that were accused of this, they should not take part in the election." And I said, "But
Yeah.
you, as a lawyer, it's because you wanting to be president. That's why you are saying that." The law should not take a course, but if you go by hearsay, you cannot function like that. So we need to remind our people that government does not work the way in which our people are doing it. And of course, if you do not understand government, and you get in government, you'll be working at your own understanding. This is what these lawmakers that we have. That's what they're doing. They always put something in there that will benefit them, either their party or that will benefit them individually. You don't function the way in which they started doing this case. Means that you are part of the government, but you are creating division. You don't like certain portion or certain arm of the government. When Madam Scott, according to reliable information that we
Mhm.
gathered,
Mhm.
that there was somebody who killed a German Shepherd, and
Mhm.
she sent the police. They arrested this guy, went bingo to jail. There was no
Yeah.
investigation whether this guy he killed the dog by means whether the dog
Intentionally.
was
Mhm.
posing fear to him and then he killed the dog, or whether it was by accident. No investigation. But because we don't have German Shepherd in Liberia for us to get German Shepherd back, so they had to put this person in jail for 1 year, destroying this person's life for 1 year. And then a similar thing, criminal nature happen in your home. You are the possible suspect until information given that would lead to the arrest of that other person. Nothing like that. And then we sit back here and say, "Oh yeah, because I'm a senator, let's bring the people the way they handle the situation. Let's bring them to a plenary, to bring them to the floor so that they can explain." You don't do that.
Liberian people, one thing about us, we know other people's job more than our own job.
Mhm.
That's what we do in Liberia. A police director, man who went to school, went to college for this profession. You ordinary senator, you didn't even get high school diploma, some of you guys. You're not specialized in anything. You just lucky the people love you, they voted for you, they make you representative, they make you a senator. These people specialize in these things. They go about it. They go about it to at least resolve this, to see what went wrong. We see in this country, parents are killing their children, children killing their parents.
Mhm.
All of us seeing the
Mhm.
investigation going on. Why you go all the way the investigation going? Why you didn't arrest Jefferson Kochi? Who says Jefferson Kochi? Someone say now, yeah, like me, who have no rank, no position in the country, nothing. Ordinary person just because they hate the government. Oh, they say that they man killed. So the police director stupid enough to just go because they hear thing on Facebook, they run after it. Okay, to satisfy them, they brought them in. They brought them in. But the man I hate it, he couldn't go to his own child naming ceremony or whatever.
Yes.
What kind of stupidness is this? You think this is how people investigate murder case? You think that lady death will just go in vain like that? We will come to the end of this, no matter what it is. Today, we will come. This case will not stay like this. And the same thing with those disgruntled students on our campus over there. The authority of that campus need to step up their game, or
Definitely.
they need to fire all of them and replace them, because they are the one encouraging those children. The children are not running the university; they are there as a student.
Yes.
Like when they're here taking care of this station, you think some worker can come or some ordinary people can come, and if you don't take care, the CEO will fire him and bring somebody
Mhm.
who can handle the station.
Yes.
What the hell? Where are we going?
And we're not.
Everybody they want George Weah say he became president. Everybody just want to become arrogant in the country, like your Weah is a devil, and the man is doing his best.
All of the good things this man is doing is still trying to find fun.
You
Yeah, we are not running a state within a state. Liberia is a country governed by the constitution. We have
Right.
laws on the book. So those laws need to be implemented to the core, no matter who is involved.
He was
If he's
involved.
elected,
You don't like him, so you can just cause any chaos to turn our hair around, and so we say, we told you, the man couldn't handle the country. We see, and we're not going to fall for that. You're wasting your time. Your brother $16 billion basic in that one pass. Your brother 25 million US dollar basic in a pass. You're went around with protest, all of the party, man, stay working. We ain't got one political prisoners in jail. You try everything. He stay focused. You can get tired. But I think we need to do something with these our senator them. They ain't in our favor. They in their own favor because they ain't even know their function in our place. Look at the other. I think yesterday they have to put Yeke Koluba out. I
they
don't
did,
know
they,
if
they
I
did
saw
it. They did it. They did it today again. They put it on Tuesday. They put it out today again.
it. Okay. Being disgruntled, someone like that, group of people will elected you to go and represent them. Every day they put you out of the whatever discussion going on. How are you going to represent these people?
I think
How?
the people,
Go
I
ahead,
think,
my
I,
brother.
I think the
Okay.
Liberian people, we don't, we are tired of senseless war. So anything that happens, we just cater to that. I know they have a rule or a code of conduct at every institution, especially
Mm-hmm.
at the law-making body. So if
Mm-hmm.
somebody is not following the code of conduct, they're supposed to come together and either remove the person. I know there are laws or some guidelines that
Yeah, they got the
that is left
rules. Yeah,
for
they
them.
got the rules.
They're not
Mm-hmm.
doing it. You remove the person, but the fear is that, oh, if you do this, because the person was a former rebel, you're going to get his men. They're going to disturb the peace, and of course, he always saying
I
that.
mean, no one person more than the country.
But
We
we
all
all
know what is going on. It's
we
not
understand.
being afraid. The thing is, they really need to step up their game, or else things going to go out of hand.
Yeah, we got to go back to the rule of law. For example, I don't know whether there is any provision in the Constitution that state that there should be a student council government headed by a student political party in the schools. If they are not there, and we found out that we were trying to do something that is unconstitutional, if they are violating human rights, going and destroying life and property, then somebody, either an ordinary librarian can sue the people for the kind of action they are doing, and then the law will back that person. Because if those things are on the books and they say, well, this is unconstitutional, if it is unconstitutional, they will dissolve those groups that are creating agitation in our country. Okay, so we need to visit all of those stuff. I don't know when they had a degree 80A that was putting student government leaders in check. If that's still there, then the lawmakers, they need to revisit those things so that we'll be able to do that. Uh, when citizens, supporters of the Democratic Party, they were doing certain things, and supporters of the Republican Party, they were going out and doing some stuff. What happened when Donald Trump saw that nobody's supposed to destroy public statutes? If you destroy public statutes, you'll be dealt with according to the law. So I think it was I know 10,000 of fine, or 10 years in prison, all of those stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They stopped
Mm-hmm.
running down some of those things because they were able to remind the people that if this is the penalty, if you do this, what's going to happen to you? If we find out from the constitution that what our people are I mean those students are doing, they are
Yeah.
unconstitutional and they are destroying life and property, they are making somebody to be in fear of his life, things like that, which is unconstitutional. We need to go to those
Definitely.
things. That's the only way we'll be able to punish
That's a
those that are
violation.
on the way. Yep.
Yeah, that's a violation of the rights of the people, the freedom of movement. That's against the constitution. But that falls on the lap of the university authorities. I think they have a student handbook over there. So they should follow the student handbook. What are those punishments for those people who are involved with those kind of act of gangsterism who to garnish in, you know. But before we move on, I want to give and lay one or two on this whole press conference that was issued today by the political parties condemning the provisional census result. I get considered as a showboating. That's showboating. They just want people to hear them like, oh, those guys they are speaking out, you know, but it doesn't make no sense to me. The people who pump their money into the process, the people who've been monitoring the process, they say that is the best ever. The best censor ever. I listened to the representative from the U.S. Embassy. I listened to the representative from ECOWAS, from UN, from Sweden, and all the people that was involved with it. They said it was successful. They admitted that yes, there was some issue when it comes to the administrative aspect. From the beginning of the census, there was some administrative challenges. But when it comes to the work, the technical work, it was perfect. It was done. They certified it. So who are those political party leaders to come and say, "Oh, we now accept it"? But you accept it. Who cares? Who cares? But they are
Yeah,
trying to say, "We're not stupid. We're not stupid." The people who sponsor the thing, put all the money to it, they say it's good. The international partner say it's good. They say you're going to accept it. But then why are you going to court? You're going to the House of Representatives or the Senate. Who cares?
But but
all right,
but
guys.
but but, but, but the thing is,
Let's try to send control to Wendell. I think he's not been feeling too well today. We don't
Okay.
know. He's been a little bit quiet, or somebody
No,
probably.
I'm not quiet. I'm just listening. You guys just going back and forth. So I'm giving you guys all of the time in the word, so that you send controls back to me like you just did.
so
Okay.
so
It
what
is,
I
it's
what
not a,
Control.
it's not the issue of me not feeling well. I'm okay. I'm energetic, as you can see. But sometimes
What are you trying to say,
if
Solomon?
yes, to
we all
buttress.
can talk together, somebody got to
Yeah.
talk while the other wait and listen.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, what
All
I
right,
was
let's
saying
Solomon take a
to
minute and say what you want to say, so we
to
open the line
buttress
for listening.
what Mr. Dakpannah said. You know, there has been no 100% accuracy in sensor anywhere
Mhm.
in the world, even in the United States. But they go with certain percentage, then they will consider that is a correct something.
Estimated figures.
Yes, in Liberia, some of the areas, even for people to go and count, I mean, when you go there, some of those people, if they don't want to be counted, they will not show up. So somebody will say, like I did census before, so some of the areas they have their various society. You can go there, you can do this, and some of the areas nature will not allow you to go there. So if you cannot go there for 1 week or so, I mean that area will be left counted. I mean will not be counted. So for people to come up with this number, uh, there's no exception. So this one I think is much better than before, in that we have most of the areas we have a road, car can go there or motorcycle can go there, and what have you. But before then, nothing like that. Sometimes if you go to certain areas where they don't have any canoe, then you just ask the other person, oh, you think how many people across that river? They say, oh, there are two towns, maybe there are five people. You take down the number. So for the people to come out and say all of these things, their fear is that they don't stand any chance of having second term when it comes to this election, because everything that they are doing is now holding. I think in that beauty, that's what I'm saying, is that it can hold. It's now
Again,
holding.
oh.
So they're doing all of these stuff just for them to make sure that election will not be held. The last time they mentioned that they're going to protest so that the election commissioner, the team, that they will not be there. They don't want them there. They're still planning those things so that they will do those stuff. So in order for us not to have election, Buakai does not stand when it comes to what are you going to do for the Liberian people. He cannot say anything that you're going to do for the Liberian people. The platform that he has is a replica of that of the ruling party. Kumi cannot come and say, well, this is what I have done, and this is what I'm going to do, and this is how I'm going to do it. He doesn't have anything to say. So the only thing that they want to push on is this Gloria case and some other thing that will create chaos. I yield back control.
All right, let's have control back to our brother Wendell. You want to open the line?
Yeah, sure. Thank you very much. And let me just, before I open up the lines, let me firstly condemn, the violence incurred by students of the University of Liberia, the SUPIST, and the guy who they chased after. He's somebody that I know, a very, very quiet person. I don't know what prompted the move by those students to chase him out of the campus. And so, Aloysius Howard, want to wish you well, and we hope that you recover soon and get back to work. So you listen to all everything we talk here. My guys said it all, and so I'm not going to go back to what they
Don't
said.
forget your viewers too.
Yeah, we recognize all of our viewers, and we also want to say to the family of our brother, if you want to pursue a legal battle, well, consult your lawyer before you do. And we also calling on the administration of the University of Liberia, because I mean, most of the people that they chase out of the campus, like the vice president, the former solicitor general, and most recent our brother Aloysius.
They also
These
delayed the finance minister and
these
Minister
mhm.
Gates.
these people, they have their own followers. So why, if Aloysius had gone on the campus there with a part of group, do you know what would have happened at the university campus? That would have led to chaos. But it was good that, as God could have it, they didn't take away his life. His vehicle was damaged. He sustained, bodily wounds and all of that.
The university is
But
supposed to pay for every expensive or damage on that
mm,
a young man.
I'm telling you, nobody needs to tell you guys that this entire thing is being orchestrated by the opposition. Like the issues surrounding the former Chief Justice daughter, nobody needs to tell you that this thing is internal. So we're seeing all these things, and we have a justice minister we continue to cry about, but I mean, he continues to enjoy the confidence of the president. But this justice minister, he does not mean well for this government. This man continue to put the people against the government. This justice minister that we have, he continued to put the people against the government. I don't know, but everything that is associated with this man are all opposition. All this man best friends are from the opposition. So he wines and dines with them. So you don't expect anything from this justice minister. But the president has the mantle. He's the one that hires and fires. So inasmuch he stays satisfied with the performance of Musa Dean, well, who am I to say, Mr. President, this man, it's time that he leaves? Who am I to say that? Even if I sit on this radio tonight and say, Mr. President, fire the justice minister, and the president continues to enjoy the confidence of the justice minister, so it'll be a waste of time. But this man has proven to the people of this country, most especially the CDC leadership, that he does not, you know, he does not, or he is not the kind of a minister for now to serve in that capacity. He is not the kind of a minister to serve in that capacity. This justice minister position is too heavy for this man. He's a lawyer, I agree, but he's been doing a lot of things, that's not right.
He's compromised.
That's the word. He is compromised. You want to see Muzadin? Every time you see Muzadin, the kind of people that he sit with, they are all from the opposition. The man mean friends. He got Benina Ure. He got all of them from there, from that side. Those are all his friends. So what do you expect? That little girl that died in the house, somebody from in that house know the actual story. They know the actual story. They know that nobody came from outside to go in that house and kill that girl. There was a fight, and in the process, that little girl was stabbed and killed multiple times. But people are doing things, they want to drag the police into it, that the police blunder, the police did the police did that. This is a woman who knows the law. She served as Chief Justice. So she knows the law that the first person of contact when there's a crime, situation or crime occurred somewhere, the first person of contact is the police. But the woman did not do it. She did not call the police after the incident occurred. She decided to call the justice minister, and then the justice minister told her, "Lord, we have to get the police involved." And she been shy away from the police and all of that until she was forced because the police had threatened her, legal action. She was forced to go to the police station to answer to some questions. So nobody's going to tell us that somebody just came from outside, walked in our house, that sit up like that to go and kill that girl. When you use pepper spray on somebody, it takes that person like 30 minutes before they can recover from that pepper spray. So in the process, nobody in our house could tell me that they couldn't raise an alarm for people to come to their aid. If it is true that there were outsiders or the people that came from outside to do the act. So we know these things. Nobody going to tell us that, yes, somebody from outside went into the home of the former Chief Justice and killed that girl. There was a serious fight, and somebody overpowered the person, and the noise came, and that was high. She came outside and used the spray on that person. And when she used the spray on that person, that's how the other person had to overpower her, stab her multiple times, and she died. Well, let's take some calls. We'll come and read out all of your comments on our Facebook Live. But I think I'm going to read out all of the comments because they are many. So we'll go and take our comment section. And when we come back, we run to the phone lines. So let me start up from, all right. All right, somebody's saying another thing again. Ishmael Pierre is saying, "My name is Ishmael. That girl was killed before the body was stabbed." Okay, Frederick, Tennessee, Nimne, Musa Din should be protested against by well-meaning Liberians until he resigns, since President George Weah doesn't want to fire him. All right, Toya Harris, he says, "Hi, Wendell. Hi, Toya. Abaku Gallo is watching. Flomo Augustus P. They complain because Henry Costa told them to." All right. Kuda Williams says, "What was Senator Morris doing at the family home at that late night. All right. Kuda Williams says President Weah needs to stop being Jesus Christ with 5 loaves of bread, and take the whip that Jesus used in the temple on the grandfather students. All right. And this one here from James Davis, Tunis, you better go learn better due to your analysis. All right. Flomo Augustus P, it is hate. James Davis, first of all, consider yourself most stupid. All right. James Davis again says, what do you know if you compare yourself to Dylan? All right. I don't know what you're saying, James Davis, but you are free to speak. All right. Freedom of expression. But you have to be very careful now, because freedom of expression goes with responsibility. So this one says the senators in Liberia now don't know what they are there for, only to wear yellow trousers with pink shirt or long nose black and white shoes. So idiots. All right. Abel C. Partridge, sleep and let the weed go off. And this one that says, Lord, I'm they like seriously, the papi talking like he's not living in an advanced country. All right. Let's leave it there. Let's take this one. Gerardino de la Plata Lasa says it's watching Elvis. Blah. It says, boom, I'm here. Patrick S. Conan, I am watching you guys from Cinco Fiamma around DSTV office. And I'm also asking God so my children can meet this kind of a UL in Liberia, my people. Okay. And Nimna Henry Katui says Dylan is not a high school graduate. How will he comment? All right. I see why the Congo people used to deny the native man from entering the University of Liberia. From Nimna Henry Katui. All right. And Benning Emmanuel says, if you are a student leader and don't know your responsibility, you allow these politicians blindfold you, and want to spoil our state-run university. Societies are counting on you tomorrow and watching you keenly with your brutality, and disgruntled behavior will live alone with you. All right, Dennis Wonwoyons following from Caldwell Taylor Compound. Zulu Tango Honorable Yeka is doing his final on Monday too. All right, Stephen Fowler is watching. It says Henry Freeman from Lagos, Nigeria is following. Linda Morris is watching. Perry Kia, it says, good evening. I'm watching from Clarastown District number 4. Junior Jikma, good evening. I'm watching from Minnesota. Jala Aku, I'm happy to be here. Joe Ma, good evening, Freedom. I am Dr. Joe Zote Ma Jr., watching from Parblon Road. Tina Lorenzo following from Congo Town. Amos K. Nona, that's Amos K. Nana, says closely following from Kakata, Magibi County. Joseph Michael Coty, good evening. It's good to be watching from Freetown, Virginia in district number 17. Amos Tokbai says very impressive. Austin Glay is following. And we also have following. Oh, the messages keeps coming. And so this one, we will stop here and just take some calls now. Jonathan Jackson watching from Louisville, Kentucky. Cyrus Hine is watching from New York City. David Grisby says, I am of the conviction that the girl was definitely killed before the knife was used. All right. Frederick Tennessee Nimna says, I think the police trying to cool down because Mossadegh is playing the game those family members should all be arrested and they confess. All right. Bendu family, it says, great job, guys. And we have here, right, for now, we have Lami Diallo is watching from Conakry, Guinea. John Yapawolo is watching from Banga City. Justice Scott should be arrested because she knows who killed that little girl, but she is refusing to show up the person. Leon Lee, great job, guys. Please extend my greetings to Brother Tunis. Dennis Dogba says, good evening. I'm watching from Arizona, Phoenix. All right, so folks, so far so good. Those are all the comments we have for now. Keep your comments coming there and we'll read them out for you. So let's go to the phone lines. We know we ourselves because we preach these kind of messages on the radio. And so we are being referred to as a pro-regime radio station. But whatever the case is, you know, we are very careful on the things we say here because we don't want to mislead our people with information. We don't want you to say, oh, everything we say, you know, we're saying it because we are supporting the government. No, whenever the government falls short, we come and say it. When the government do the right thing, we come and say it. So we're not afraid. We are not afraid when we say things on this radio. We are not afraid. That's why we are very careful. We don't come and give fake information to people. Everything we say here is true. You can go and do your research. All right. So call us on 086 500 104, 0776 104 104. All right. And if you're outside Liberia, you want to join us, you can call us on +231 86 500. Dakpannah, can you please help me and post the WhatsApp number on the live? All right. So, guys, you can also help to share the live for us. So let's go to the phone lines and start to take your calls. Let's see who is this person. Hello? Yeah, hello. Yes, welcome. Fine.
Okay, I want to be grateful to you all at the Freedom FM because Liberian, we never understand the policy that these people use, and we have been killing our president. This is the same idea they are trying to apply to make the citizens to go against their leader. But I thank God that you people can be able to lead their secret. Or first of all, I never call my name. I'm Samuel Clark calling from Manbagre. Okay. So I want to thank you guys. Yes, you not give up. Okay. Please tell the people to understand why the people mean. The people are not going for election. They know they will never win this election. So they are trying by all means to create chaos in this country. Okay. But at the plan, they are evil coming out through you people. You are making us to understand. So I thank you that God guide you people and protect you in Jesus' name.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's go to our WhatsApp and talk to this caller. Caller, welcome to the show. Tell us your name and where you joined the conversation from.
How you doing? My name is Ambrose. I'm calling from Kentucky.
Welcome to the show, Ambrose.
Yeah. Hey, thank you to the panelists. My first thing I wanted to talk about, concerning the early something, is because by right, the student political party, the dean or the president of that university will have us suspended. SUB is no way they can allow SUB to be another party on that campus or disrupting that campus like that or disrupting classes or harming other people. But I think maybe people need to take them to court, sue them first, like they got the gentleman that got harassed today or something because they're infringing on his civil liberty and his right, the freedom of movement.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody that campus shouldn't be a political space or only one certain group of people can go on that campus or only allow on that campus if you don't support the ideology of SUB, it means you're going to be harassed. And going to the Madam issue, I think this is a big test for George Weah, President Weah. this is going to be his downfall. If he just sit and just not do anything and say nothing. Because one, Jefferson Coty character is on the line. So you can't get a justice minister that's shielding a criminal or alleged murderer in your Secretary General, Jeffrey Coty, the type of thing Jeffrey Coty has done for this president or will do for this president. And that type of person is being accused falsely. And you sit on the truth. You don't want to let the country know or let the people know, say, Jefferson Coty never had nothing to do with this, or he was never over there. He had he had not played any role close to this frontier. But you know, the madam knows what happened in her house. Because you feel like she is a city class of librarian, she's not supposed to be touched, or she is above the law. If she get commit, she get killed, whoever. You know what was going to happen?
Mm-hmm.
You know why people broke that window?
Okay.
They were breaking that window. If no police officer were over there, that body was going to be on the street. And to the mob that he crossing, was going to be the mob that he was going to be open. Because the people intent was to take that body and lay that body on the street and say, oh, somebody killed the girl and put the girl out on the street.
Okay.
Because how you can leave the front door and go to the window? With the keys, everything is in the house. You have the key. So why you telling people to break the window or break the exit door?
Okay.
That door, yeah, it's a lot of studies that woman knows that you know you can know the put in Kuwu, the justice minister in Kuwu with the former chief justice. How something can happen for you to go to the police? You go straight to the justice minister.
That's the question we should be asking the former chief justice. You know, why didn't she, get in contact with the police immediately when the act took place? But she had to, drag it until she got in contact with the justice minister. So those are the questions we should be asking. All right, my brother. Thanks for calling and thank you.
Yeah, but let me ask you a quick question. Does the justice minister live in Banja, or does he live on that side of town?
He doesn't live there.
So how you can travel almost 30 minutes or 45 minutes to go see the justice minister when you could go to the nearest police station in Lockington or
because to where she lived to the police station is like less than 5 minutes drive, when there is no traffic.
Yes. So how you left that whole distance? If the justice minister don't live in Broadville or whatever, how you want to drive that to go to his house, but you couldn't go to the nearest police station?
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you, man.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And let's keep the calls coming. Let's take some more calls. This person, hello.
Yeah, good evening, sir. Mr. Nima, how do you do?
I'm fine, thank you. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Well, my name is Prince Mustafa Famula, and I call from Kingsville, Juba tonight.
Go ahead, Mr. Famula. Let's hear you.
Okay, so let me deal with the issue of the Attorney General in person of the Mossadegh. In this country, wherever, it's not even in this country, but everywhere around the world, what you don't suffer for when you just get it on that kind of a merit or demerit way, at the end of the day, you don't have use for it. This man was not in the plan to become just the minister, but because somebody was denied that position, at the end of the day, President William took the job and gave it to Councillor Mossadegh. Mossadegh has always been in the news for wrong reason against this government. There are other issues. Even the RS report that came, that the landed councillor were fighting on to the restitute government money. At the end of the day, Mossadegh didn't go into that thing. They just started that whole damn thing in the hands of those lawyers that were asking for the restitute money. At the end of the day, today Mossadegh is in the news again for wrong reason. This case, that lady, that the madam, the former chief justice, know about the killing of that girl. But Mossadegh is there shielding that woman, he hailing that woman on the cover and trying to derule the effort of the Liberia National Police. I think this is wrong. President, we need to rethink, put the feet into the fire. Some of us are supporting this party for the insertion up to today. We are language, we don't have anything to do. But Mossadegh, who just came by the glory, they came through the window at the end of the day, enter the alley, one that has spoiled the image of the government. And President, we need mindful. If he's not mindful, I can assure in 2023, he's certainly getting a 5-1 victory. He will get first round defeat. I can assure you for that. Thank you for the opportunity tonight.
Thank you very much. Let us now push this thing to that, because President Weah is a very peaceful person. You know, we know when these kind of things happening, everybody will be running. Oh, the president needs to do that. The president needs to do that. But you know, the president does things at his appointed time. And the issue with Mossadegh, you know, Mossadegh cup will get filled one day, and that's the day will be the end of him. You know, because you cannot have a justice minister who sits in that position. This is the man who can tell the president, "No, Mr. President, we're not going to work like this. I'm not going to," you know, that's the kind of you know, the authority he has, the authority this man holds, the chief, the justice minister. But he's not supportive of this regime. He is not supportive. Well, let's take some more calls. Hello?
Hello?
Hello. Welcome to the show.
Good evening.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. Good evening. My name is Jerisa Waxing. I'm calling from Clovertown District 14 tonight.
Go ahead, my brother. Let's hear you on the spin. Go ahead. You have a minute.
Well, for me, I will not able to say much, especially pertaining to the legal issue that we are discussing every day and night. For me, I am a security person and I worked for Execon before as a private institution before, and I'm trying to work for government. But what I'm saying tonight, I want for everyone to listen to me tonight. What I'm going to say on the show tonight.
All right.
Because yes, what I'm going to say tonight is that, you know, when you are an officer, do your work. Mm-hmm. Those who are politicians, let it do that politics. But whenever you are a security personnel, do your work. Do not want the party also, because in the fight that, because when you manage the too much things for us as a security personnel, they will destroy your idea, what you want to say or what you want to do. The politician will confuse you. So what I'm going to say tonight on the Delegate show, I don't want for people to lottery for day and night. At the situation, from my own investigation or from what I've been getting from different sources, that the issue it never happened for us. It never happened for us. It happened for Isa because even for this money show from one of your sister, sister, we of course I would not call the name of the person because according to the person he even went to the horse. He entered the horse. The fear is tall that somebody will not even be possible to even break through that fence to even go outside. And there's no breaking for outside into the horse of the place. Mm-hmm. Yes, for outside for the place, because normally we can say, oh, I don't enter or criminal enter. Whenever criminal enter your criminal say, I don't break through your door for outside inside your horse. Then you will not someone enter. Okay. But but there was no incident that happened for outside, break through the horse. Okay. It happened through the horse because according to you, when you said the money, because when they asked him, the man said that when he is saying when as a journalist, there was a blood stream from between the girls' room and also the former chief justice house. I mean, in your bathroom, there was a blood stream that was there.
Yeah, we all out of that.
Yes, so I was sitting here today. I'm calling
you. You have to conclude now, so we can give the others the time.
I support the government 100%.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, it's just a test.
Thank you. Let's take this person. He supports the government 100%. This caller, hello.
Yes, good morning. This is J. Thomas. We are the chairperson of the CDC Volunteer Movement. Now, formerly from Electoral District number 14 this morning.
You say the what for what?
The chairperson of the CDC Volunteer Movement.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show. What's your name and where you calling from?
My name is J. Thomas. We are in a formerly from Electoral District number 14 to be precise, Do Committee.
Go ahead. You have a minute.
Well, okay, Wendell, thank you. Let me firstly condemn the act submitted by the Vanguard Student Unification Party. They are always in a constant habit of tracing out peaceful citizens Aloysius Howard is a very peaceful young man. In fact, the campus does not belong to SU. That area of learning is an institution of learning where anyone could choose their will to provide information to the students. But their behavior exhibited on Aloysius Howard is completely wrong. We are students of the University of Liberia. We observe how this political party on the campuses of the University of Liberia, the way they took Ghana men into their midst. At times they call this to extended many times. They will bring this to on campus where they allow students to go after another people. It is bad. It doesn't also well for them as students. But when you are students, you will exhibit good sound moral behavior. But to come up with gangsterism behavior, it is actually wrong. It is actually bad. So we could, but the faculties, the administration of the University of Liberia, many of them hail from the Vanguard Student Unification Party. So after when the guys do anything, they just sit quietly, don't also anything. There's no warning. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Let's go to Canada and talk to our sister Gati Passaway. Gati, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Wendell. How are you today?
Well, I'm highly blessed and favored. Yeah, you live and you live and clear, Gati.
Yeah, I was just concerned, and I just got a little message for the seditionists and people that are supporting the president. You know, like when somebody want to pick fuss at you, they come and slap you, and you turn around and slap that person back. That's what the person wanted, so you can get into a fight. Whatever going on with this woman, it's clear that there is something fishy. No, but we the people that are supporting the president, the opposition, this is what they're looking for. There was a lady who said that the only thing that blessed President Weah is because that lady, or she probably panicked, or whoever did it, they panicked. They couldn't take that girl body and dump it. If they have dumped that girl body from that woman's house into the streets, by now we're talking different things.
Exactly.
It would have been different. So for those that are threatening President Weah with the election, this is what the opposition wants to hear. Maybe that will make them to even do more.
Yeah.
So my point here is, if you're supporting this president, it's your constitutional right to vote and make sure your country carry the person that you know will develop your country. You are not voting President Weah because of anything. You are voting for the right person for Liberia. It could be anybody. But right now, everything that's happening around President Weah, you can see that these people don't even want to go to the election. You can see they're not even planning on voting. They're not even campaigning. So you know they got some devious mindset towards this election. So people who are supporting President Weah, I'm just asking you to please have your patience. This woman, there's no dead body that goes in vain. Anybody who kills somebody, believe me, you don't go in vain. Let them go ask Yeke Koluba. So I'm just calling to appeal to my fellow citizens, just stop threatening this man with election. Because even if he don't win today, he will leave and Liberia will be there. So please, be patient with the police. These people want international, and that's my point. When I am so upset, why can't our Liberian people trust our security apparatus?
I'm telling you.
Why can't they trust the people in the country? You're falling for these people that are in America doing nothing. Then you say they know everything and calling for international people to come and do what? What is an autopsy that the Liberian pathologists cannot do? People just want to know what can they get, because we know how she died. We know how she died. She died in Mr. Scott's house and she was stabbed. But we want to know what kind of knife the pathologist would tell us what happened, what ain't happy. So everybody should just calm down and let the police do their job. As for the Musa Dean man, I don't know him, and a lot of people been complaining about him. I wish and hope he will come out and make himself clear, because that woman was dancing with her phone in her hand. The 2 days the women that went, she was dancing with them with her phone in her hand. How come her phone got missing? How come her phone got missing? But that one is not even a problem, because trust me, Somehow I will take our paycheck and send it to Liberia just to investigate this case. Thank you, Wendell.
Thank you very much, Gatti. Thank you. And let me just add up to what our sister just said. You know, look, these are all reactionary tactics from the opposition. So if we are not careful and just threatening the president because he sometimes delay in taking decision, we should stop threatening the president. Oh, we'll not vote for the president. Oh, President, well, we will now go for first round, all of that. You don't do that because you're giving edge to the opposition. That's why they want to hear.
Mhm.
So they are doing all these things, to distract you, to turn away your focus. See, if you would sit there and allow this thing to drive you crazy and say you're not going to give your support to President Weah, then you'll be missing the mark. Because I know this case is not going to go in vain. Something positive will come out of this case. And at the appropriate time, all of us will hear who the perpetrators are. But we should stop threatening the president with vote. We all know this justice minister is from the other side. But because you have a president who is very peaceful, he decided to incorporate everybody, government of inclusion. So he can say, oh, that's also sedition, get jobs. They have people from other parties, from opposition parties that are serving in key positions. But it is the president will. It is the president will. When he took over, he did not come and fire everybody. He did not downsize people. The only thing they decided to do, and that was instructed by the IMF. It was not the government own thing that they did to introduce the harmonization. It was the international community who came up and said, look, if you want to reach this benchmark, you have to do X, Y, Z. Because you cannot have a director at the Ministry of Finance walking away with $1,000 while the minister, another director is at the Ministry of Agriculture, is walking away with $10,000. You see the disparity? So the government decided, no, since you want to bring on board more people, you have to introduce this harmonization thing so that you will be able to incorporate the others. But the thing about us, by the time the opposition do small thing, then we'll get vexed and we'll get so mad and say things that we're not supposed to say. People got to learn to be party disciplined. If you love your party, you got to be disciplined. The case is before the law. Let the law take its own course. This case is not going to be swept under the carpet. I'm telling you. I have spoken to some of the senior police officials, and they assure me that, Wendell, you guys will hear this case very soon. And all of those who are involved, you will see them. So let's be careful on the things we say. Because the opposition, they don't want election. They won't do everything to bring chaos. The thing that's happening on the university campus, nobody should tell you that the opposition is not part of it. You know the opposition is part of it. So then when you start threatening the president with your vote now, then it means that you are in support of the opposition. So some of us that sit on the radio every day and propagate the issues, so we ourselves too now, when I go Claratown, when people see me, they say, I'm working for Freedom FM, they must chase after me. Don't I have right to go to Claratown and see my friends and see families that I have there because I work for an institution that promotes the working of this government, so they must chase me out of Claratown. So when I go to the university campus one day, somebody sees me and say, oh, he works for Freedom. Then they start to chase me out. Is that the kind of country we want to live in? Let's take more calls. We still got time. Let's go back to the phone lines. If you're outside Liberia, you're watching us, you want to join us, the WhatsApp number is there. +231 886 500 104. Let's take some more calls. Let me talk to this person. Hello.
Good morning, Brother Wendell.
Morning.
I'm Keita calling from Mama Point.
Welcome to the show, Miss Keita. Let's hear you.
Thank you. Brother Wendell, we now need rocket scientists to know that what took place to the former Chief Justice House is within them. But they just rushing it so that government can come out again to say they're sending for another pathologist to come perform a autopsy in Liberia. Because if any pathologist from Liberia come out to say they will perform that autopsy, they will deny it. They will say that far place. You see, all the things are dragging. Why the justice minister depending on to say let the international community come to help me investigate this case here? First of all, the blunder. You jump over the police, you went to justice minister. Is he the one that to go consult the country? They're just fooling people all around here thinking that we are stupid. Even his baby said know that what happened in our house that is within them. So when they must just be hauling this thing and fooling what they don't want to come out with funny. Then the police then they don't want to come out with the funny. As for the politician,
Jeanette, investigation is a process.
I understand.
So the police is taking this investigation bit by bit because the public have already gone against the police now. You're hearing people saying the police blunder, the police did this, the police did that, and all of that. So the police is very careful on how they go about this investigation. So
we know the police not blunder. She's the one
that I know.
She's the one that blunder.
That I know.
They state for everything that's going on. And they deny now the police access to get the actual information. You see? So they just want anything, and the opposition now, because they are low-minded people, capitalizing on it, but they just wasting their time.
Thank you.
They want to do it. The more stronger we are for the second time. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, Jeanette. Thanks for your contribution. Let's take some more calls. Let's talk to this person. Hello.
Yeah. Good morning, Winner.
Morning. Welcome to the show.
Yeah. Thank you. Winner.
You didn't tell us your name and where you call it from. It's very important.
Yeah. Okay, I'm Perry M. Kuma calling from Pakoya.
Go ahead, Perry. Go ahead.
Yeah, Winner, I don't know why is it that. The first thing I would like to condemn what happened on the university campus with Mr. Howard. The Student Unification Party, for their part, we expect them to be decent people. But their behavior, they content at least, in our group, no decency. Now, coming to the Mrs. Glorious issue, let us look at the police and let the police carry on their investigation. People shouldn't be coming on to conclude right away. We are looking at the police, everybody is watching with eyes of the eagle. Okay. Let us look at the police and let them carry on their investigation. And whatsoever that comes from the investigation of the police, then we will know how, where else to go.
Okay.
We shouldn't just conclude that this happening from this. Everybody know the fight. The fight is gliding, but then let us wait for the police. Let's just say, for example, sometimes if you went out there and slapped somebody and there is no actual proof, the law would not tell you that it is alleged until it can be proven. So let us sit down and look at the investigation, and whatever the police will come up with, then we can come. But we shouldn't be running here to say we know the fighters, that we don't know the fighting. Let us look at it.
Okay. Thank you very much. We didn't cut you off. You went off the line, so you can call us just in case.
Anybody said that something happened. Nobody said that somebody killed. Everybody trying to assume what went on.
Yeah. Let's talk to this person. Hello.
Yeah. Good morning.
Morning. Your name and where you join us from?
Yes, this is Nani Robert calling from 72nd Kingsville.
Go ahead. Make use of your 1 minute.
Yeah, you know, Alina in my bed, I'm just looking at it day by serially because things are going on in this country is very bad and wicked. You know, I just want to give a brief history that the country called Ethiopia got independent to a something. The near the connect, you know, Martin, the country to develop. They give it back to the Great Britain and the country will rebuild and give it back to them in the 85 years. You know, that's what we should do in this country. It better we give the country back to the American people.
For what thing? For what thing?
Because we're not able to handle our own problem in this country. What the Justice Minister telling all the reason for international community? To can't do what? The case already clear. But we are only telling our president, he's making the best match. He's going to keep Justice Minister, the Justice Minister will make him president in the 2023. Because we are missing things here. Everybody,
my man, let us stop threatening the president with votes, please. We're not. We would not take that, please. We would not take that. Let's take another caller. Hello.
Yeah, good morning, William.
Morning. Let's hear your name and where you're calling from.
And firstly, let me commend you for the good analysis this morning. My name is Chokon College. I'm calling from Stockholm City to be precise around it on Stavo.
Let's hear you, my brother. You have a minute. Go ahead quickly.
William, let me tell you today, the death of that lady, it was premeditated from in that particular hoax of the former Chief Justice. They just want to bring your argument tomorrow to go against this particular medical job. And first, let me tell you, when God bless you, God bless you. I don't care what they do to you, God will still be on your side. As a solution that operates and that be together. Opposition, they are listening, they don't know what to do now. They are finding a lot of strategy. They are designing, but they are always failing. So thank you for you providing this platform this morning.
Thank you very much. We'll go back and read your comments. We will definitely take the show up to 120. And so let's take some more calls. Hello.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, my name is Vamuya Fafana. I'm calling from my mom resident.
Go ahead, Vamuya.
Yeah, I've been struggling to get through the lab, but let's go straight to the topic. I got two major concerns you have to discuss. The university students, they behave like an animal in the bush, and they're not animal can run the university campus. You are very, 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 gentle guys and go to a university chapel where you appreciate your boy attitude is not correct. Your attitude is not good at all. The person has done well for you. You're not paying no tuition. Just go to school free, go there. You're a good man in society. Why you go be an animal on the campus? You're doing it to the vice president. Now you're doing it to the other person. The man attack. In case I may take a normal group to go to the university campus, what will go there? Tomorrow we saw what happened to this country. We compared to the war. We saw what happened to this country. That we don't control violence. Okay, anybody violence can solve the problem in this country.
Okay.
Let's be careful how to do our daily activities.
Okay.
And to the former Chief Justice issue, the former Chief Justice know what happened to our horse. How somebody will be your boss or your sleeping room? You don't know about the person. It's possible. And I know the law, you know the law more than me, but you can't say all that one. Now, more violence, the identical lie. But she wants to counter the public so that more violence took place in my house. Then the police asked her so many questions. It's not that she will go beyond bar. Now she went to the Chief Justice. And Mr. Chief Justice, the former Christian, he came from the opposition bar, but the president now look at our point there. Please be diligent. Why don't you do you get public aid?
Okay.
Don't be hiding there. Don't be protecting all here.
Okay.
It's bad like that.
Thank
you
you.
very much.
Thank you.
Very much.
Thank you so much. If you're outside Liberia, you're listening, you want to join us, call us on the WhatsApp number. Is +231 86 500 104 is the number that puts you through from outside Liberia. And if you're watching us, you can drop your comments there. We'll read them out for you. Let's take this call and we'll go back to our Facebook Live. Let me talk to this person. Hello.
Yeah, how are you, Mr. Renell?
I'd like you, Mr. Lyons, my last name, please.
Oh, sorry. Mr. Nime, sorry. I'm very sorry.
It's okay. Go ahead. Your name and where you calling from?
All right, this is Spring
family, I want to use the opportunity to some clarity.
Go ahead, Prince.
Okay. First and foremost, I did not threaten the president of my vote. No, it's something I won't do. I pledge my loyalty and commitment in supporting the president in all of his endeavors. But I was saying that this justice minister, in fact, this man, he is a lawyer, the family lawyer of Benina Yuri. If you can recall the story of Ben Topa.
I'm aware of that. I'm aware of that, Prince.
Okay, so I'm not way disenfranchised to say that I will not support this president. I will support the president in all of my endeavors. I have done it before. I continue to do it. But I was just saying how frustrated are some of us today when some of these things happen. People that are capable to the president image good when they're going or feeding it had the fabric of us. It helped all of our efforts. So that's what I thought to say, and I'm sorry if I've offended the president, but I won't do that. It's one I respect him a lot, and I will support him for all of my endeavors. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Let me go back to our Facebook Live. All right, this one here from Felicia Howard. Felicia Howard is watching from where? It's not stated. M. Sheikh Kane. It says, "May the Almighty take complete control of our country, Mama Liberia." T. Balakabi Kiatama, the justice minister and our president might be in some very deep secret, for this minister is untouchable. Trust me, nothing is going to come out of this case. All right, Anthony J.S. Wati says, if the IG can be invited by the Senate based on various lies, then why can't they invite him to provide his evidence? All right, the justice minister now. And another one here, okay. So far, those are the last comments we have on our comments section. So we take a few more calls and then we'll go back to the panelists to wrap up. Let me talk to this caller. Hello.
Good morning, brother. Good morning, sir.
Morning. Welcome to the show.
Good morning. I'm Slicky Kuman calling from Morrissey Farm, Tatane Community, Nima City.
Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Okay, thank you very much. For the way even if they like, they can go when the whole CDC party. As long we have make up our mind, with the citizens from neighbor country, we are make up our mind to forward justice. Anything, even job, anything they want, even job, they want to, but we are make up our mind. With the citizens from neighbor country, District 4, we are make our mind to get our votes just here. Anything they say. I went to my winning by this street. A lot of people said discouraging or Joey do this, Joey did that. But they forgotten to know before you become compared to kind of maneuver where you have plenty. You can spend some time 1 week, 2 weeks before you reach that. But I bet you live for a good less than 3, 4, 7, 10 hours. 10 hours if you reach a country. This is what we continue with the environment.
Okay.
We are for just, we are, no matter how the politicians take on that, with our rebel, we are thinking that God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's take this person. Hello.
Good morning, everyone. Wendell.
Morning. Welcome to the show. You tell us your name and where you join the conversation from.
Yeah, I'm from here for Havana again. All the opposition they want to control telling them they got nothing to do to the government. Just our president been blessed. On the day just we have moral born to now job we are blessed. Why also to the 1 million now? Send on the 88. We pull them into power. You get to all supporting sanction will come, we'll do all the one, what our president still focused. Our development still going on. What do you all tell us? Figure out my 2005, 2011, 2017. Now we stay there. Our family post some money there, or we don't want to know that we are our president. No opposition got no contribution to the country. Who said Uncle Joseph What your contribution to one country development? What your contribution 42 years in government? What you have done? What you have done to the country? Nothing we have seen all over country. What's the amount of projects that are going on there? Let's just say in local country. That is going.
Yeah.
The first countries are benefiting. Opposition got nothing to tell us. So we will not go to the president. We encourage us to vote, but we are now going to stay with. No matter what we will stay with, this president have been blessed.
Thank you.
Until the 2 years can finish. Opposition has nothing to do in the country.
Thank
you very much.
Thank you. Let me take this caller. We take maybe 4 more calls and then we out of here. Hello? Hello, caller, you there? Lost that person. All right. Caller, you there? Hello, caller, are you there? Let me take this caller. Hello? Yes, hello, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you very much. The winner.
Yeah.
I'm Jay Zabasin. Yeah, I'm Jay Zabasin Pawi, calling from District number 9, Wuruta community to be precise.
Go ahead, let's hear you.
All right, to the topic on discussion. The first thing that makes you know the issue of Omri Alosha on the university campus.
Yeah, Aloysius Howard.
Alosha